What's up, Math 8? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we're going to be looking at our final lesson in Chapter 3, 3.6, Special Inequalities. So we're going to be able to solve those inequalities either by saying no solution or all real numbers as real answers. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do is we are going to see some options where the variables will cancel out. And if it leaves you with a true statement, we're going to say that answer is all real numbers, or you can just say all reals. Okay. If that provides you with a false statement, then you would need to say no solution. So here are some things that you might see. A true statement could be like 5 is greater than 4. Or you can even say 3 is less than or equal to 3. Or maybe even you could say -8 is less than -2. All of these are true statements, so we would say all reals is our answer. But false statements would be something like this. 5 is not greater than 8. 3 is not less than 3. Nope. And -1 is not less than -5. All of these are false statements. We would say that's a no solution example. If you haven't already, go ahead and pause this video now just to make sure you understand the differences between a true statement and a false statement and how you should answer those. And let's go ahead and try our next questions. So part 1, it says determine if each statement would be all reals or no solution. So I'm going to give you a moment to think about these, and I'll scroll down. Maybe first try the first 3. Think about if they're true or false. If they are true, it's all reals. If it's false, no solution. So this first one is all reals because it is a true statement. The next one is also all reals because it's also a true statement. And the third one is even all reals. Even though it looks like 16 is not less than 16, because we have that equal to symbol at the bottom, that is why we can say all real numbers, because 16 is equal to 16. The next one though, -15 is not greater than -15, so we would say no solution for this one. 2 is not greater than 5, so this one is also no solution. And -10 is not greater than -1, so that one would also be no solution, greater than or equal to. So now let's try some inequalities. What we're going to do is try to solve them. We have a lot of combining like terms, a lot of distributing, so we're going to still keep that don't call me after midnight in mind. And let's go ahead and get started with the first one. On the left-hand side, it does look like I can combine like terms. 1r minus 3 is greater than r plus 4. Next, I'm going to combine my r's. So I'm going to subtract r from both sides. So I get -3 is greater than 4. This is a false statement. So I'm going to have to say this is a no solution. Okay. Next, over here, it looks like I need to distribute first. So my left side still stays the same. -22 plus 4x is greater than 4x minus 20. Next, we're going to combine our x's. So I'm just subtracting 4x from both sides. I get -22 is greater than -20. This one is also false. So we're going to have to say no solution. Okay. Onward to number 3. Number 3, again, solving each inequality. So let's see what happens here. On this one, I'm distributing first. So I have -8 times v and -8 times 5. Bring down my inequality symbol and keep going. I'm going to have to add 8v to both sides to bring them together. But when I do that, they both cancel out. So now all that's left is -46 is less than or equal to -40. This one is a true statement. So we would say all reals or all real numbers for this one. Over here, when I add 3x to both sides, this one's a little bit more simple. Cancels out. I get 1 is less than or equal to 5. This is true. So I would also say all reals for this example, or all real numbers. Number 4 is going to bring some extra steps. So let's go ahead and try number 4. The first thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. I have a -10 and a +11, so that's 1 minus 3x is less than or equal to 5 minus 3x. Again, I need to put my 3x's together, so I'm going to move this one and add it to both sides, but that cancels it out. Now I have 1 is less than or equal to 5. This is a true statement, so I must say all reals for this one. Over here, though, I have some distribution to take care of first. This is going to give me 3m plus 6, and I still have a plus 4 hanging out in front of it, is greater than or equal to, then I have that 10 plus 3m. Again, we start off by subtracting 3m from both sides. And I did see I needed to combine these two, so I'm going to also combine them on my way down. 4 and 6 make 10. Bringing down my greater than or equal to symbol, still have the 10 from this part. 10 is greater than or equal to 10, so this would be all reals or all real numbers. Okay, that's going to conclude our lesson on